Welcome everyone to D&D. Maybe this time I get to use my cup of tears. Regardless, last time you guys got to witness as Kazi got bitch slapped by Tyrael for trying to touch his things, and you guys went through the sewers to get to the temple via vision. You guys discovered that you'd probably get lost in the sewers without it, and you exited the sewers, and you are looking at the temple. There is a large monster with huge horns. It looks like grabbers. One of its teeth are about as tall as one of the Warforged.
Like our Warforged?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a big fucking tooth.
That is.
You can. What you guys could have sworn was the sound of a snoring or sleeping monster becomes overly apparent of the sounds of a wounded and dying monster, and it's still coming from inside of the temple. As this thing hovers out, a small swarm of little shits start scrambling out.
Odds
What's up?
we can heal the thing and have it help us.
Maybe.
It already lost. I don't think we're gonna make much of a difference.
There's a small swarm of these jittering, two-armed, two-legged, mostly just mouth, multi-eyed, little gremlin-looking motherfuckers with spikes all over them. And they're like pushing each other down, and every once in a while one will jump up and take a piece of meat out of in between the floating monstrosity's teeth. And walking on either side of them is a tall, hunchbacked figure with, you can see, dozens of eyes under the hood, and this cloaked figure, and a long lashing tongue. And they're walking on either side of the group, and they're exiting the temple.
Hey, Zelias.
Is there... hold on, Hunter. Is there another exit aside from the way that we took to get into that temple?
Directly in front of the temple is the dungeon.
Okay, so they're heading towards the dungeon.
Do
Yes.
any of them look like they might be holding something of importance from the temple?
Roll
they stole it?
perception.
I have proficiency.
Go ahead.
Non-natural 20.
No. None of them
Alright,
appeared to be holding anything but maybe bits of flesh.
So back to Curator.
Would any of these things be servants of Savris? Because they got a lot of fucking eyeballs like he does.
I don't know, DM.
Alright.
I have the answer to at least one, according to lore, but it could be different here.
Roll insight.
I have proficiency.
Go ahead.
I would have needed it. 19.
Alright, let me see which one of these guys you know anything about. Oh, you know what a vitreous drinker is.
Oh. Fuck no.
Well,
They're
isn't
not.
that convenient? Mr. predicted the monster we're gonna fight. And gave him a heart attack.
No. Okay, so if
Bullshit,
Literally
Toxic. It's bullshit.
I'm sorry.
How could you?
Don't let it lick you either.
I wasn't planning on it.
So, do we want to wait and see what the hell they're doing? Because I don't think we win that, guys.
I'm not going out
Can
there.
we see the monster inside the temple at all?
Do you think they like plushies?
All right. Can't. Yeah. On Quack's question, can we see the monster and kind of guess like how long it has before it dies?
The one that's wounded, you'd have to
Yes.
get closer to the temple door.
Nope.
Even with my
How far
increased
away is
medicine, or
It's
I
like
have three-
around the corner. Like they're not.
Oh, okay.
You don't have a straight shot to seeing the
Okay.
entrance of like inside of the temple. You're
we
like
can find
off
it
to the
part of
left
it.
side. So
And we can't see none of it, or none of the monster then, right?
that is correct.
Okay.
Okay, science.
Can giant floating thing fit through to us?
Where you're currently at, no.
Okay.
I'm just gonna like sit, hide, and wait for them to
Yeah, just give it a
leave.
couple minutes, see if they leave.
You you notice the big floating monster stop for a second, and it like arches its face down towards the floor, and it almost sounds like a roar, but it vomits up more of the little guys. And then they
I'm s-
continue.
Nope. We're staying
I'm
right the
still
fuck
just
here.
gonna sit and hide and wait for them to leave.
Not
Maybe
moving.
a few more minutes, as long as the thing sounds like it's still kind of breathing.
I don't think we're saving it.
Well,
It
maybe-
still sounds like it's alive.
Or I'd be willing to start sneaking out once they get into like the
Just-
hallway, or
Okay.
like the doorway. I mean, out into the dungeon.
All right.
The
As long
last
as it-
thing I
As long as it's not like a T intersection, or looks like it's gonna be a T intersection where they might turn our way.
So there's like a courtyard before the entrance of the dungeon and the temple, and
All right.
it's about 100 feet,
Ooh.
and
And it's just completely open.
between the front of the temple and the dungeon. But between you guys and the temple, there is 2 auxiliary buildings. They're small, like one could be an outhouse or a well house, and the other one could be the same or like a shed.
All right. I'll once they get to the door or like past the doorway, I'd like to sneak behind the closest building.
All right, I would like the party as a collective to roll stealth.
I'm proficient.
Go ahead.
Oh god.
You may choose 2 party members to do the rolls.
I'm proficient.
Yeah, we're
I'm pretty
choosing-
sure all of us but you have disadvantage. So this will be entertaining.
Why would we have disadvantage?
What armor are you wearing?
None.
All right, then you're okay.
I have
I
leather.
also have a +2 to stealth.
It doesn't matter what I have for stealth.
So I guess me and
Okay.
Kazi are rolling.
I'm wearing heavy chainmail. I am not stealthy.
Can I roll it with proficiency?
Yes.
Okay. Uh, 25.
All right.
17.
All right.
So that's what, 43 total?
Hmm.
You laugh, but that doesn't typically mean anything good.
All right. As far as you guys can tell, um, it the cloaked figures looked around for half a second and then continued.
They're like growing suspicious, but not enough to actually actively look around.
Mm-hmm.
That or they saw us and they're feigning.
All right.
Well,
Go ahead.
so they're continuing then.
Yep. They're continuing to leave.
All right. How far away is the monster now?
Monster's about 80 feet.
How far is the next building?
Also, does it look like any
about
of the little guys? Oh, no.
about 20 feet.
All right, and that would put the monster 60 feet away.
It'd still be about 80 because of the angle.
Hmm.
Okay, which monster are we talking about, first of all?
They're
The
traveling in
one
a group.
dying.
Oh, the one
yeah.
dying.
I'm
is
trying
what
to
we're
get to the
talking
one that's dying.
Okay, the one that's dying is about 80 feet as well. But yeah,
mean-
you'd be about 60 feet then.
Could we say I've been following Kazi here, or would I have to roll more stealth or something?
Are you
I think
following Kazi?
I guess it depends on.
I would assume that since we were rolling collectively, that we traveled as a group behind the building.
That's kind of what I was thinking when you had us roll as a group, but I wasn't sure.
You were rolling as a group because one of the monsters looked in your direction.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try and sneak to the next building to try and get
I
within
guess
60 feet
then-
of the dying monster.
Okay.
No, that'll wait. But does any of the like small little guys seem to be like they're staying behind?
They're a couple are stumbling, but they're in general following.
So they're not
The-
like wait. Some of them aren't waiting for guard or anything.
I do want you to roll perception though.
Me or Kazi?
You're the
Okay.
one curious.
Okay. Um, with proficiency
Well,
or with advantage?
I was asking if they were leaving repeatedly too, so could I give them advantage?
Yes.
Okay.
So double advantage or just regular
Yeah.
advantage?
Go for a double advantage. I'll give it to you.
21 was the highest.
Okay. You hear some of the same jittering that the little guys are making also inside of the temple.
Um, would I be able to get Zelias' attention fairly, like, stealthily? I guess.
You can like wave at him.
Yeah, I guess I'll try to wave.
Tap
to get
his
his
shoulder and
attention.
point.
Well, we're not together.
I haven't had to
ahead.
roll for the sneaking to the next one, or I haven't had any indication that I've left for the next building yet.
No.
So
There's he's at the first building still.
Can I tell about how many of them there would be by like the number of like jittering? The volume of the jittering.
And yeah, I'll let you roll to see if you can tell how many there are. Do a survival roll for me.
I have proficiency in that as well.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm glad I had it. Proficiency.
It's about 20.
23.
You'd say somewhere between 15 and 20.
Yeah, I don't know how well a mouth, like mouthing something would work as a Warforged.
I mean, you could point at jittery creatures and then point at the temple and put your
Yeah,
hand
that's
up.
what I was gonna do, but I was gonna try to like give the number.
Yeah, do it with your fingers. You have fingers.
Yeah, I don't have 15 to 20 fingers.
You just do 5 3 times. Like you flash your hand 3 times.
I guess that would work.
It's
But
a
do
common
I
thing
get,
used.
can I get, or did I get Elias's attention, or how far away is he from me?
I mean, you're close enough. You could catch his attention through his peripherals.
Okay, then yeah, I would just wave to get his attention.
I'll be right back. I gotta do
Okay.
a few things. I'll
Alright.
let you guys communicate.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm just
basically what I'm planning is once I get to the next building,
Just rotate around.
casting healing word while expending one of my sorcery points for subtle spell, because that would give me the ability to cast healing word without using hand signs or verbal components. And then
Does it even have a verbal?
it does.
I
have
guess
a
the
verbal.
spell is called Healing Word, so.
Yep. It would basically let me cast healing word without saying anything.
Let's hope none of them are sensitive to magic.
I mean, the vitreous drinker is not. I don't know about the other two.
Well, sometimes the little guys probably aren't, but the big guy, I don't know.
That's the drinker.
No, the drinker is the ones in the cape, or cloaks, with the long tongues.
I want to call them all the drinker at this point because they drank this poor thing's life.
Well,
But
the issue would be if the vitreous drinker hit or used one of its abilities on the dying creature,
it probably did.
because well, Toxic says I know about it now, but basically the main thing with that you want to be careful of with the vitreous drinkers is they have a sight stealing ability where they will reduce your vision, and you have disadvantage on all attack rolls, but at any point, it's a permanent. This is a permanent effect, by the way. They are able to see through your or anything that you're able to see, kind of like a security camera.
Then we probably shouldn't keep the creature alive because chances are they used it.
Well, the thing is that the creature might have valuable information.
Does it even look like something we should revive? Like, is it just
We
a
don't
beast?
know yet.
As I'm saying, let's see if it's a beast-looking thing.
Well, if
Well, even if it
nothing
looks like a
else,
beast, doesn't mean it can't be sentient.
we need to get into that altar is the thing, and having that thing there to help us if it doesn't have that infliction would be an immense help
Yeah, but you're talking
against
like
15 to 20.
yeah, but you're talking like we actually want to fight that fucking thing. You want to fight that?
No,
Not
we're gonna have to
these.
fight the 15 to 20 little guys in the temple, even if the other ones leave.
Well, let's see if that thing will fit in the temple. Let's like ascertain size of creature once we get there. Because if it's not going to fit in the temple, there's no point.
I mean, it doesn't have.
The big thing?
From
Well, the
my
creature it
understanding-
wounded. That's what
Yeah,
you're going for.
It's already in the temple.
Yes.
Oh, it's in the temple?
Yeah, it was in the temple, and they all came out of the temple when.
Then I understood everything wrong because I understood it as they're just in the courtyard of the temple, not in the temple.
No, it's in the temple. That's why we can't see it.
Yeah, that's why we're having to sneak closer.
Okay, then I misunderstood how he phrased it. I mean, it could be worth a shot, or it could backfire and lure the fucking big thing back.
I mean, us sneaking there in general could backfire and lure the big ship back, so.
Do those drinkers have like blind sight or anything like that? Like they sense something within a certain
not
range?
blind sight, but they have dark vision.
Okay.
That's
just...
pretty much all they've got as far as perception. But the main thing also is if we ever do fight the vitreous drinkers, they have an ability to stun people that just so much as look at them. So you have to pass your saves, otherwise you're literally stunned for a round. And
Yeah.
if they hit you with their tongue, you don't get the choice to look away.
Mm.
They can force you to look at them and make those saves.
Mm.
So they're nasty little buggers.
Close my eyes.
Yep. Or look away.
Well, you
and
said
give
if it hits
yourself
me with the tongue,
disadvantage.
close your eyes. Can you do that?
Basically, yeah. And then their whatever is nullified, but you won't be able to see where you're going ever.
I mean, it's better than fucking getting stunned.
Well, if they hit you with the tongue, it doesn't matter if your eyes is closed because they can force you to look. Is the thing. They basically gain control of your eyes.
But your eyelids are technically not part of your eyes.
I mean, if you want to try and get technical, that'll be up for the DM to decide.
Because technically I'm made of metal, so they'd be separate. If I even had eyelids, I guess I could just turn off my optical sensors.
I mean, at that point, they could just have your optical sensors always be on and just see anything regardless of your quote unquote eyelids. Would you even have eyelids at that point? You would.
I would perceive that I have shutters. That when I close my eyes, shutters just appear.
That's awfully convenient.
Well, it would at least something to dull the brightness of the forge.
Yeah. I got like fucking heat shield eyes.
Mm-hmm.
It would be logical.
Yeah, especially given what I believe you said your job was.
Yeah, blacksmith.
Perfect sense.
You wouldn't even have to worry about anything burning out.
It wouldn't be a matter of burning out. It would just be a matter of keeping the light lower. So I'm not staring into the burning fire.
And even cameras can get damaged from too bright of light.
Alright.
I mean, it does require really, really bright light, but they can be.
And long exposure to heat sources too, right? Obviously, I don't assume a magical made being would be that susceptible, but still.
Okay.
I mean, it's better than someone else I knew. They legitimately said they had flesh eyelids that they opened and closed with their hands. It was a little disturbing.
Damn.
I'd
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
But
too.
yeah, the vitreous drinker is a real nasty fucker. Have you ever heard of Vecna?
I feel like I've heard of that. Yeah.
It's a
Stranger
very
Things.
powerful very one of the more common or more famous deities. And basically, the vitreous drinker, if we're going 100% with lore, is like one of their most loyal like servants.
Oh, well, at least on the bright side, we know they're not friendly. And we weren't about to go up there and be like, we're servants of Savras, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That could have ended horribly.
All right. So I've returned.
Welcome back, sir.
I gave them an information dump on the drinker.
Oh, okay.
So that way, when Zelias actually tells us about it, we don't have to go through it again.
Oh, I was figuring that we could just have it be. Well, I guess. Yeah, now it's not
You would have
exactly
to
the
get
time to be
close enough again
information
to start-
dumping.
Yeah, you would have to get close enough to us to do that.
I mean, last I knew, we were like right next to each other, and I haven't
Yeah.
been
Oh,
told I
I
haven't
am
moved to
very
the next
confused
building yet.
about that.
I did say you guys can communicate.
Mm-hmm.
So But
I think
yeah,
you
I
just
think
get
it's
with
safe
it.
to say that those guys are gone.
All right. Well, I do want to still kind of sneak to
Be
the
among
next
them.
building because those one creatures are like around the corner
Okay.
Yeah,
Could you-
there's a dozen,
kind
to
of
2 dozen
assess-
of them in there, is what I'll say. Oh, the little guys.
You are very robotic, Quack.
There's a dozen to 2. I'm gonna say it to the group that there's a dozen to 2 dozen.
It's just getting worse, man.
Great.
Yeah.
How about now?
Nope.
No.
And Discord being janky today.
Yeah, try
Really?
leaving call and just restarting Discord and coming back.
Could also be weather. Well, now he's not able to talk at all.
How about now? I disconnected and reconnected.
You got bad weather, Quack?
It's a little bit better than you just were, and you're back to like square one.
It might be bad weather. I don't know.
Well,
Well-
I can understand you.
Yeah, we can at least understand you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna say there's a dozen to 2 dozen of the little, at least of just the little guys in there. There could be other things in there as well, but I hear that at least.
All right. Well, I do still want to sneak to the second building and
I think we're all. I think we're all
try
kind of
and
thinking
kind
at
of
this
like
point.
assess the situation.
All right. Roll stealth.
All right. Proficient.
Go ahead.
I'm at least following Kazi.
Could you give us
23.
Works. Can I give you what?
a description of the wounded beast?
When you guys get close enough.
Okay.
Am I
Um,
close enough to see it?
I gotta roll stealth
You-
too, right?
You are about 10 feet away from the nearest entrance you could look into the temple at.
Ah, damn. All right. Well, I guess there's still no like monsters around in vision or anything like that.
Not in vision, but you can clearly hear the jittering now inside.
All right. Well, I guess that I will sneak up to the entrance to look in. I was assuming I'd be able to like see it with the building. I would have snuck right to the entrance
Okay.
if I didn't realize that I wouldn't be able to see it from the second building. But
All right.
anyway, I'll sneak up to the entrance now.
All right. I'm going
My
to post a
understand?
picture of of the monster that you see, but this one is halfway. It looks like there's a big old bite taken out of the side of it, and it's missing an arm. You ready?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, another one of those?
Yeah. And there's a bunch of those little guys. And looks like they're trying to put meat chunks back into open wound.
Hmm.
Oh,
And this one's laying on the ground, breathing heavily.
All right.
Yep.
I want to subtle cast message to Quack, unless he's behind me.
I've been trying to follow you, but I can't tell if my messages are going through or not.
Does Quack need to roll to continue following him?
No, he doesn't need to roll.
Okay, then
Alright.
I've been following Kazi.
Is everybody following me?
E.
I would assume we were, but I don't know. Depends on how Toxic wanted to make that roll work.
I just rolled to see if they noticed Hunter or not. And no, they did not.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
I guess I will just turn to everybody and just go with where you kind of like quickly fling your hand in front of your like throat, like no, 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 calling it off.
No reviving.
Well, do I know?
Yeah,
now
it's
that
not
I get a
reviving.
closer look at the creature in general, the different creatures, would I know of the thing at all?
I want you to roll insight.
Excuse me.
19.
I'm going to write you a message.
Hmm. Can I tell if the meat chunks is actually allowing it to heal?
Yes, actually, it is actively healing with the meat chunks.
Hmm. How do I want to do this? It'll be really bad if that thing fucking gets up.
Is it just Discord bugging out? Because it doesn't say you're typing to me.
I guess
What?
so. It's got to be Discord, buddy.
Okay, because I didn't know if you were going to do it and then forgot or something.
Yeah, just
But if it's
restart
just
the Discord app.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
All right.
All right, so I kind of want to find a way to prevent it from healing.
Chill touch.
Well, that's what I'm looking at the moment. It does require a verbal and somatic component, but I can negate that with my subtle meta magic.
Provided you hit it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Just
know what
our
to tell
luck.
you, sweetie.
We ran into a territory war.
So would I perceive? Oh,
Hey, your face.
did you also get that message, Hunter?
No. It was
Was I
just you.
supposed to?
It was
Oh,
just Quack.
I was gonna say I didn't
You
roll
were the
insight for it.
okay. I didn't know because I was gone for that 30 seconds. I didn't know if you looked because that what you just said is just yeah okay. Would I perceive these being good or bad things to have as
Come.
friends, or would it?
They're evil.
There's just straight evil.
Yeah. Not you, Lila. The
right,
monster.
No, definitely her.
Yes,
The monster.
I agree with
So how do
All right, stop.
And
do we
I know
want to take
anything?
a vote on whether or not we engage right here?
Do we know anything about its abilities?
It can spawn other monsters, and for larger monsters, it takes some time. But the no, Lila, you cannot.
I really do not want to engage with whatever this is.
Well, it's dying.
It can
But it's healing.
it can also use the flesh of any beast to create new monsters of equivalent mass. But those monsters would be under its control.
Does it have its own attacks?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know if it was just like a summoner thing.
It's mostly a summoner.
I mean, it's got. Look at the teeth on that fucking thing. It could just
Yeah,
eat
but
you.
I meant like, could it do something at range?
I'm assuming that it is
causes
like an
sickness.
aberration and not an undead.
Yeah. It's not
Okay.
undead itself.
Well, I mean, I guess I could just like I wouldn't keep this information from them. It's
It-
like
Suppose I could have just used divine sense and we could have skipped all of it.
by
it's
by
it's-
legend, these
it-
things are dungeon masters. And yeah, they'll fight each other if they meet each other. And they apparently, again according to legend, spawn from corrupted the corrupted leftovers of gods or divine beings.
Lovely.
Mm.
Just
All right.
lovely.
Well, I think
It
I
explains why
am gonna engage with this. So,
would I gauge that we might have a chance with it being in its current state?
I mean, it's currently trying not to die.
So yes.
Does it look like it's in the way? Like we could have any chance of getting around this and all the little things to get to where we're going?
Well, the little things seem pretty occupied on trying to keep it alive. And it's kind of hard to tell right now whether it's dying faster than it's healing, or if it's healing faster than it's dying.
I vote we
you
end
know
it.
what? You know what? Instead of me doing or inhibiting those things, I think I want to spend one sorcery point to subtle cast Chill Touch on it. That'll basically
I vote we
on
end it.
the dying creature because that will make my spell undetectable because there's no components to it. So
Okay. Roll.
I won't. Okay, I forgot I had to do that.
I was gonna say, if you hit it, this could work.
Does that make it so I can't heal?
19 to hit.
19 hits.
Okay. Let me spend my one sorcery point. Okay, now I will roll damage. 12 damage. And he's not able to heal until the start of my next turn.
Okay. So, it starts to open its mouth and roll back. Blood starts to gurgle out of its mouth, and it lets out a immediately deafening shriek.
Ah, dang. I was going to be I wanted to let you finish, but I wanted to say that I was going to cast it again before he did something. Damn. Okay.
Go ahead. I'll let you.
Before or when he was like rolling back to open his mouth, I was wanting to try and cast Chill Touch again to try and actually let's no. I'm debating between Toll. Yeah, I'm going to go Toll of the Dead for the Wisdom save to try and prevent him from shrieking, trying to get the last like hit in as like an execution thing.
Okay.
Hopefully. And this one, I want to also use my last sorcery point to make it for subtle magic.
I also just want to say I'm preparing for combat.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So he's missing HP, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, so
And
that's
an arm.
two. That's 2d12. Roll high.
Just hit it.
That's not rolling. Well, one of them was high. Another 12 damage. If he passes a DC 12 Wisdom save.
He sure does.
Damn it! It does nothing.
Okay.
I used my last sorcery point for nothing. Damn it.
Oh,
What does the
So,
shriek do?
as it rolls back and shrieks, it's immediately deafening. Any creature within 800 feet that can hear can no longer hear until their next turn. So
Alright.
I believe that's all of you guys.
Yep.
and I'm immediately gonna look to where that other creature was and see if it turned around.
It
I
does,
don't need ears for that.
it does not.
None of them turned around.
As this no, as this thing shrieks, its body begins to fall apart into the smaller creatures. Horde size is
Fuck.
133.
Holy fuck.
Shit.
I mean, we should still be hidden unless
You-
they like noticed us naturally.
That
Because neither of my spells I had to speak for or like.
Okay.
And they are ranged spells, so
So
They don't
there's
notice
what?
you yet.
There's like 150 of these things.
Yeah.
All right, so
You still got
I'm
that
gonna
beat of
signal
fireball?
that I'm good. I mean, I do, yes, but I don't want to use it. Right. That beat of fireball is not going to kill 150 of these things.
How much HP do they have?
I
We
can't,
have no
I'm not
idea.
telling you.
We have
Well,
not a
backing
goddamn
up.
clue.
Why? Since I know what the big thing is, do I know anything about the little guys too?
Roll. I'll let you roll with advantage.
Insight again?
Yep.
Seven, 17.
17.
Oh, my
Oh.
hands are sweating.
You think? You just summoned a fucking horde!
Okay.
Technically, a horde was summoned from it.
I did say I'm backing away from the doorway, though. I do want to make that point clear.
Roger that.
I don't know about you, but this looks sketchy.
It does absolutely seem sketchy.
I'd say meat shields, but I'm made out of wood. And you
Wood
guys
shield
keep-
it is.
And you guys keep casting. If we can't get away, you guys keep casting AoE.
I want
Because only so
to.
many things can attack me at once.
I
I
want
have
to
a-
mention that I am looking extraordinarily wobbly.
What do you
Because
mean?
you never
wobbly?
healed.
Yep, I never
Oh.
healed from that bitch left from Dariel.
Oh,
Aside from
bastard.
casting one healing spell on myself.
I mean, I have a bunch of stuff that's AoE. I don't
I
know
have-
if I'll be able to kill all of them, but I can chunk them.
I have nothing damage wise that's AoE.
I haven't
So-
used my cannon yet.
I would like to say something, and it was about something that happened earlier. It says lightning lore can pull something up to 10 feet.
Mhm.
It doesn't mean I have to pull it, though, from its description.
I believe that's dependent on a certain condition.
Okay, would I have any? So there isn't enough of them to reform. At least that's good. Although I wouldn't be able to relay any of this information
Oh,
until the turn.
The target must succeed a strength saving throw, Royal, or be pulled 10 feet.
Would I tell how hard these things are to kill, like individually?
They usually attack in groups of 12. They're standard like horde monster type deal. Like if you're fighting rats, you're fighting a group of them at a time in a block. They're individually, each one is fairly easy to kill, as obviously they become more and more dangerous in larger and larger groups.
Can they form into larger creatures with less numbers?
Not that you've heard of.
Okay.
How
Can
how
they
wide is the doorway?
actively?
Sorry, Quack.
Can they
I just-
actively reform themselves? Like as we kill them?
They would have to consume they're dead.
Okay, so it's not like they just kind of become a blob. They're not necromorphs.
No.
How large is the doorway?
It's about 50 feet across.
Damn.
We're
Okay,
not blocking
there goes-
that.
Yeah, there goes my idea.
Do I got bets on odds like of winning of this fight?
Someone will probably die.
Considering we're mostly battered right now because we did not rest. Yeah.
I think it would be in our best interest to, if we can, retreat.
Can we get into like a street that'll funnel them?
You can go back into the sewers, or you can try your shot at going into the dungeon.
How big of an area is this courtyard?
It's about 100 feet wide, and it's about 100 feet deep.
And what about their ball of monsters?
The ball of monsters is currently about a 40 by 40 square.
Hmm. I do have sleep.
Would I know if these things are susceptible to poison?
You do not know. I'd tell you to roll insight, but you've already done insight twice.
So I wouldn't know for or against it.
That is correct.
Well, I won't throw
Would you know,
anything
Quack,
now.
whether or not they have dark? Well, actually, no, never mind. It wouldn't. Or for that, it wouldn't matter. Hmm.
Yeah, the temple's lit, so
Yeah, but I thought the whatever cube of darkness thing you do doesn't
Royal.
matter.
Royal, do you have, or was it you that I gave that flesh to, of that bug that we killed on the ship?
I'm pretty sure I wound up having all of it then.
You have the flesh of the bug?
No, I handed it over to
Guards.
the guys, the guards. Then I thought.
Oh, okay, so we don't have it. Hmm. I do have those just kebabs that we could use as bait.
I mean, I theoretically have barrels of jerky.
Do what is the temple made out of?
The temple is made out of obsidian.
Okay, so no rust flour.
The volcanic glass.
Yes.
That shit's tough.
How wide was the sewers?
About 20 feet wide.
That's not really enough to funnel.
No, but I have a flamethrower that's a 15-foot cube.
I mean, if we can keep them from getting by me, that might work.
If it makes
I
you
have
feel
the
better,
most-
the entrance to the sewers is about 10 feet wide.
That would make things a little better.
So how do we want to lure them to the sewers?
Well, I wouldn't necessarily lure them immediately. At least get us to the sewers so we can prepare, and then
let's
maybe
see.
try to shoot at them.
My firebolt is 120 feet.
I've got a question.
Okay.
This isn't very important, but it's more with Eldritch Blast. Can I essentially hold it with a concentration without casting it? Like, can I have it just exist if it isn't technically casted?
Like, ready to cast?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can use an action to hold the spell as a reaction.
Well, since we're all
Hold on.
Well, I
I've
guess we
got
can just
a
wait.
question real quick.
Yep.
Have you guys checked what was inside those barrels from that trap I triggered?
You mean those
Poison.
pots
Poison?
of poison? Those pots of poison mist that I have in my inventory?
Ah, okay.
I
Yeah, that's
mean,
what they were.
we could chuck it at
So-
them as we run.
So something that we could do is I can like try picking them off, try like stealth casting spells to
I think you were out of
like
sorcery
whittle
points.
them down.
He can manipulate his points by sacrificing spell slots,
Oh,
but
okay.
Well, I don't have any more spell slots. Basically, it would be basically me hiding and then casting spells
Well,
and hoping they don't spot me.
I mean, they don't see us as of yet. If we can make it back to the sewers, we may be able to take a short rest while I'm on guard duty. At least you take a short rest.
All right,
We
I
could-
need everyone to roll stealth again.
We can do that.
everyone?
Yep.
Oh,
Have
fuck.
proficiency.
I don't.
Proficiency works.
Oh, wow. Hunter got lucky. 18.
Non-natural 20.
Alright,
I
they-
did
30,
not.
20.
I did not this time. I had
They-
a fucking
They
7.
rolled a 9. Anyone get 9 or less?
Yeah,
Yep.
me a 7.
Oh, good. One of the little jittering fuckers notice you.
How close is he?
And what kind of action is he taking?
He's slowly approaching Quack. He's pretending to, or he's trying to be sneaky. He rolled a 1.
Well, I
Oh
guess
my
I'm gonna
God.
pretend to not notice him for now while I wave them to go back.
I mean, I could just toss my bead of fireball.
Well, I'm
I mean,
trying not to attract the
Or-
attention of the others. If only one of them saw
Alright.
me, I can take
Can
it out.
I like try hiding as I cast chill touch on the one that's approaching? Quick.
Roll stealth.
Proficient.
Yep.
Okay. 23.
Do you succeed?
All right. 20 to hit.
That hits.
Eight damage.
Okay, it dies.
8 damage.
Are we really gonna play cat and mouse with this horde?
That was 8
And-
damage that killed it.
It's-
These
It had 8 hit points.
that specific one, did it look wounded?
It did not look wounded.
Well, that's the thing with horde mentality creatures is they're really low hit points, but there's always a shit ton of them.
We got a ton of AoE.
So as a horde, every 8 hit points that it has, that the group has, one would technically be dead.
All right. How about this? I'll cast protection from evil and good on myself, and then I'll take pot shots at, or I'll try sneak attacking them. If I get seen, I'll run back to the sewers.
I could just cast Sanctuary on you.
Sanctuary.
It won't work. 'cause
Oh,
I'm
wait, it wouldn't work
attacking.
if you want to attack them. Never mind. As you're running back, I'll cast Sanctuary on you. How's that?
What if we just
Sounds
go to
good.
the sewers now or start making our way back to the sewers?
All right. Well,
What
I
I
will
said, we
just
can-
throw the bead of fireball and then start running back to the sewer. All right.
Alright.
Fine. Let's go.
Okay, he threw the beat. We're gone.
Alright.
I will
Let's-
pick Zelias up and run.
Here you go.
Well,
want
where
you to
is
throw
Marcus in all this,
our-
by the way?
Roll the hit, Kazi.
How do I do? How do you want me to do that? D20 plus dex.
Yep.
All right. 13 to hit.
that literally just hits.
Oh, great.
Are we hitting Where did you throw it at?
I'm
Oh,
hoping for
horde.
center mass. I'm hoping for center mass is
So
all
you
I
hit, so you get to pick where you hit.
I want
So,
to hit as close to the center of the biggest mass of them as possible.
Jesus Christ. Okay, roll damage.
I don't. Hold on a
Yay.
second. Let me see how much damage this is supposed to do.
I actually have no idea how much it does.
I need to find where
They're
the
gonna be dead.
fireball damage is.
I can look it up for you if you need me to.
Yeah, could you?
where is Marcus in all this, by the way?
Marcus is stepping up next to Kazi right now.
So as he's running,
Fireball spell, 1 action. It's not what I want. I want the damage.
8d6 fire damage.
Yep.
So yeah, they're just gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
Even if I roll all ones, they're just gonna
Yeah.
fucking die.
Yay.
All right, so 8d6.
It's gonna hurt.
Yeah, that's 28 damage. If they fail
What's the radius
their
on this
dex,
again?
20-foot radius. So literally,
Sphere.
yeah, sphere.
It fully encompasses the group.
Oh
Like-
damn.
So they're
Like-
all dead.
The entire group, or
They have a dex saving throw though. I'm not
Which
sure
cuts
which
the damage in
save.
half. They still die.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you rolled 16 or higher, they're all dead.
Okay.
So if you physically roll 16 or higher, the whole group dies.
There is certain circumstances where they
Jesus Christ.
can take the half damage and negate it. Like the shield master feat.
Well,
If
they're,
You need a
have a
shield for
shield.
that.
Yeah, no,
Well,
that's
they're-
an example.
they're weak against fire.
Oh, okay. So yeah, okay.
They're dead. They're just dead.
Yep. I was trying to give you an out, Toxic. Okay.
Well, I'm not going to take it because you guys legitimately did this interaction. I'm not gonna lie. I thought you guys were gonna like normal fight, but it is what it is. All
I
right.
mean,
if we were all
there,
at
there
full
was
health,
a lot
sure.
of monsters though, Toxic. I mean,
But that doesn't kill the ones in the temple, does it? Or does it kill them too?
Those were the ones in the temple.
Well, this is the
Yeah.
ones spawned from the creature. What about the ones that were still putting it back together?
Yeah,
Or
is
they
there
all
any
grew?
left
It
anyway?
just like it's just a big mass of little shits right now.
So it's just a mass of dead little shits right now.
So all of the 20 or so that were
They were trying to put it back together when it fell apart.
yeah, but there's still some of those around because I imagine not all of them were in the
Yeah, you guys fucking
weird.
killed the one that separated from the group.
So they were all together. We just
so
they're all dead.
what's my solo count now for monsters this campaign?
155
Plus the one when we got
from
like
just
plane
here.
shifted that threw Hunter into a river. Plus that the ooze.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm
so
going to
you
look
can-
at the other thing. Did the explosion make them turn around?
well, they were gone. Tactic literally said that enough time has passed. He says
Yeah,
that, or said
they
that they
had-
were gone.
They had 3 minutes of you guys talking to get the fuck out of there.
So they are completely out of hear range. They will not hear the explosion.
And you guys can't see
If-
them, so you don't.
Well, I'm going to be looking the direction they are and seeing if they're coming back.
Well,
All right, hold
if-
on. I gotta post the experience for this theoretical battle real quick.
I mean, it was a battle.
this
Just
quote unquote
one-sided.
battle.
I mean, I personally think that should be with that since we just wiped out an entire
Already?
really big horde. in
So is that
one-
just for this battle or this?
That's just this
Holy
battle.
Fight.
What?
Oh,
that alone
we
should
killed
get us
one
the
hunter's
next-
worth of monsters.
Yeah, you legit killed me.
Okay.
That's just this fight.
You must find
Wait, and
a
that's
long
split.
rest.
Is that what each of us gets, or is it
Yeah.
total?
That's split.
He always posts them split.
Hold on. I got
So
it.
much for a boss.
Yeah. It's whatever it is. Okay.
We're dashing everything of your plans. I'm sorry.
If it makes you feel
Lovely.
better, Toxic, that was my last beat. I have no more beats.
I
must
forgot.
get you
I
more.
forgot you had it.
And it was a good thing too.
I mean, I was literally mentally going through like possible useful things that I remembered everybody had in their inventory. The
Good
beat of
fireball.
fireball was the first thing I thought of, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to use it on something like this. But
Well,
we
this
weren't.
turned out
It didn't
exactly what
sound
they needed.
promising that for the jars of poison would like do enough. So I was like, you know what? I'm tired of going back and forth. I'm fucking throwing this, and I threw it.
And you just hit.
Why is
Yep.
it not letting me roll dice? I don't feel like rolling a d6 155 times.
Why
I
would
can
you?
roll it
You want
for
me to
you,
do
or
it?
does it? Yeah, I can roll it for you, or does it need to be a like?
It's got to be.
Secret number.
It's just a d6 155 times.
Yeah, but does it need to be a secret number only known to you?
No.
You can roll it to the DM if you wanted to.
No.
I'm borrowing Quill's thing.
No, when one of these things die,
One
or when all of these things die, each
Is-
one turns into a pile between 1 and 6 silver pieces.
You said 153?
155. There's 155 of them.
5d6? You said d6?
1d6 for each one, so 155 d6s.
Alright, so.
I have to click each of this 155 times.
I can hear
To get
your
it to roll.
mouse.
Alright, so that would be a total of 552 is what I rolled in Quill's Discord.
Well, I clicked this many times. I'm gonna roll it anyway. Oh
Alright.
god, the sound.
Regrets.
I knew I
Oh,
kept
there
Quill's
is.
Discord around for a reason.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
I
I
got
have
about
my
the same.
testing my thing for fucking stat rolls if we needed to.
I got about the same. I got 513 out of it.
Not right now, but I will make some more later. Okay. So, let's take the higher of the two. Quack rolled the 513. What did you roll, Cassie?
552. I posted it in character.
I mean,
Okay.
if you want, you can have
500.
like you can have like a bugbear wander out of the dungeon or something, bud. Like, you sound so disappointed.
But
I've just been doing nothing but upsetting Toxic today.
552 silver pieces. Their bodies slowly mold into a pile of 552 silver pieces.
And how much? Who are we dividing that among?
I think we just shove it in EOR and we deal with it later.
Yeah, I'm not
I
dealing with all those coins.
I will
run it.
gladly ask Eeyore to just take them, and we'll go.
I dash
Alright.
into it and do a Scrooge McDuck.
Do I know anything about this temple?
It is very clearly a temple of Severus. It's got his statues all over the place, or his symbology. And in the center of the temple, you see a podium. And on the podium, floating, is a jade sphere with many, many eyes. and it's literally has a visible aura around it.
Yeah, I did the math.
Can I make sure that there's like nothing like spying on us?
Go ahead and roll investigation.
I would also like to use divine sense.
I would assist, but I'm too busy Scrooge McDucking in the pile of silver right now.
What does divine sense do?
Divine sense, let me scroll down to it. I can detect good or evil, anything affected by a hollow spell, the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of me. That is not behind total cover.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and use investigation then.
Okay.
Material's considered evil.
9.
Okay. As far as you can tell, nothing is watching you.
All
The
right.
orb is divine, Hunter.
And that's the only presence I sense?
Yes. Within 60 feet, yes.
Okay.
Can
I'd
I
like
look
to
for any traps around it?
Roll either perception or investigation. I'll let you pick.
I'm proficient with perception, so I'll use that. Can I use the proficiency?
Yes.
We all just want to, since Royal already did the math, we all just want
Natural
to add
20.
Okay.
Alright.
There is a magical pressure plate underneath it.
We gonna Indiana Jones this shit?
Hold
Yes.
on.
Absolutely.
Hold your horses, Mr. Scrooge McGrew.
No.
There
what were we saying, Toxic?
there is a magical connection to a large boulder.
Oh my god. This is
Hmm.
Indiana Jones, literally.
No.
Yes.
Do I know, or can I tell what would happen if the magic was dispelled?
Roll Arcana.
We all just want to
Oh,
add
that's a
11 gold.
9.
Okay. No.
All right. Well, I do I have a free cast? I'm probably gonna just cast.
I kind of just want to go up to it and be like, all right, Savras, I'm here for this. What do you want me to do with it?
Well, sure, go
I'm
ahead.
gonna cast Dispel Magic on the pressure plate.
The magic holding up the boulder is dissipated from your spell.
And it falls.
The boulder begins to fall.
All right. Can I try quickly taking the Oh well, will the boulder hit the orb?
Yes.
Okay, then
It
can I
will.
quickly take that?
It'll take out
To try and
everything
preserve it?
inside of the temple.
Hmm.
Will the orb
I don't have anything
break
for that.
the walls of the temple? Will it affect
We
the
have to get out of the temple.
Mm-hmm.
The boulder is more like a cylinder than a ball. When it lands, it will just annihilate everything within the confines of the temple, it looks like, and everything on its way out.
I'm gonna say, despite me doing what I'm doing, I'm gonna notice this and not pull a Prometheus and run to the side.
What's a Prometheus?
Run away.
There's a really infamous scene in a movie where something like, it's only like 10 foot wide is rolling towards a character, and they run directly away from it instead of to the side and wind up dying because of it.
There's a wall.
Essentially, what I understand is this thing will encompass the entirety of the inside of this temple. Correct?
Yes, and it is. Think of it kind of like a pop can rolling down a pop can box.
Oh, so I can't run.
There's no hiding from this. We need to get the fuck out.
I want to try taking the orb.
Okay. There's no resistance. You have dispelled the magic.
All right.
Okay.
Does the cylinder reach the ceiling?
It does not reach the ceiling.
All right. Let me read the spell real quick. I want to make sure that it does what I intended.
How tall is the boulder?
How tall is it? It's about 40 feet tall.
There goes my plan.
All right.
Well, you can
I
straight
went-
fucking fly.
My plan was to. I had this theory going on where we could have Kazi high five someone. He flies, picks someone up. I also pick someone up, and we fly into the air. But that would add an entire another person
Oh.
to said carrying weight, making it
I-
more.
He doesn't have enough health to do that.
I want to go and use. Hold on a second. My channel divinity, Twilight Sanctuary, to give myself 1d6 plus 2 temp HP,
Okay.
and then run to Hunter to a high five.
Okay.
Roll a d6 on her.
So 3 temp HP.
I really don't like this because I rolled a 3.
Yay!
I negated your temp HP.
All right. You both gain 3 minutes of flying.
Oh,
Both do? Okay.
I was okay. I had an entire plan for him, but okay.
Hey, let's get the
Then-
fuck out of here.
That means we can
Then
all pick are not
You-
what
flying
is Quack?
for you.
What is Quack doing?
Well, I thought I was running to the side to get out of side entrance, but I guess I'm not. So,
You're running out
I'm,
front
ca- I'm,
door.
cast, I'm casting gaseous form on Quack, which gives him a fly speed and makes him incorporeal.
well, I have a 40-foot base movement speed. It'd probably be better off going. Oh no, because Royal can
Everybody,
fly.
but you can fly.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
We're all gonna fly out of here.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess that would work.
We're
You
not waiting.
guys-
Run.
Are you guys just gonna fucking fly over top of this thing or what?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
guess we are.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do it that way.
Absolutely.
I guess we are. I
Let's
guess we're just
go.
flying over this thing.
Yep.
You're crushing Toxic's hopes right now.
Fine. It doesn't have to be the tears of my players. It could be my tears instead. I'm gonna
Hey, at
go
least
get
you're
a
not
drink
having to
real
try to
quick.
keep us alive this time.
I took the rest of the coffee if that's what you were gonna go with.
I think you need to get your dad a napkin. Wipe his tears.
I'm not doing this intentionally either. Like, I was originally just gonna let Royal carry Quack above the thing and then use gaseous form on you, Hunter, so you could fly since you're the heavier one.
I'm like 400 something pounds total.
I have all the equipment.
I'll be right back.
But the silver is getting crushed.
I have all the silver.
Yeah.
I specifically said I was putting it in Eeyore so we could get out of here faster.
Oh, I thought that was the theory. I didn't realize that actually happened.
That's exactly what I would have done. That's why I wasn't able to stop you guys from playing with the fucking pressure plate.
I'm just going
I-
with
I actually
Quack
really
with
wish
Scrooge
I.
McDucking until Eeyore was done.
That's
Okay,
basically
we'll
what
go with
happened.
that.
I actually really wish that I didn't set off that cylinder because I actually kind of wanted to explore the temple.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I'm
everything-
Not a choice.
Everything
literally
behind
destroying it now
teleporter.
because yeah.
Sorry,
I'm so
Savras.
disappointed.
Okay, so
But not actually.
you guys fly above the cylinder boulder as it rolls through the temple, fucking obliterating everything in its way.
Yay.
And it rolls and closes the entrance to the dungeon.
Hmm.
Okay, give me
Well,
5
there
minutes.
goes our alternate exit.
No, see, my plan, since you guys ruined it, was you were going to run from the boulder, end up in the dungeon, and it was going to block off your easy way out.
And now we have just royally fucked ourselves instead.
On a rate of this of 1 to reviving a character twice with 2 nat 20s in a row to skip 95% of the
Oh,
campaign.
you
What
guys
is
just basically skipped the whole dungeon. Because now the only way out is the way that you know.
Yay!
Well, yeah, but we can still go in the dungeon if we want.
Yeah, you guys
Well,
can.
with gaseous form, Quack, there's like no size requirement for spaces that you can fit into right now, and it lasts for 1 hour. So I could just one by one gaseous form everybody into the dungeon
but
as
you
long as
wouldn't.
there's a crack.
But it
Here's
wouldn't
the
make
thing.
sense.
Yes, it
It
would.
wouldn't. No, it wouldn't.
Yes, it would. Because what's stopping Tyrael from waiting outside of the sewers?
What's waiting them from waiting
Or-
outside of the dungeon?
Yeah, but he saw us go in the sewers. What's
No,
wait
not
like
necessarily.
he would expect us to try and get out through the sewers.
Or
Not
maybe that's what he
particularly.
wants us to think.
So, okay. The entrance for the dungeon is completely sealed. Don't you need it can't go through solid material in the first place, right?
Not solid, but the target can pass through small holes, narrow openings, and even mere cracks, though it treats liquid as if they were solid surfaces.
Okay.
The target can't fall and remains hovering in the air even when stunned or otherwise incapacitated.
Okay.
So even if he's knocked out or like killed, he's just going to stay floating in the air until the spell ends, and then his remains will fall.
Okay.
But if
So
there's
you
so
guys
much
would
as a
have to
crack,
look for a crack big
Mhm.
enough to go through.
So by
Yep.
sealed, do you mean the boulder is just blocking it, or it actually like crumbled and collapsed?
It like perfectly fit into the entrance or the dungeon, like it was made that
so
way.
there's well,
So we have to go through this.
It was an Indiana Jones thing that I had planned out. You guys mentioned it so many times through the different campaigns we done. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna throw out these guys a bone, and I'm gonna actually do it. And you guys were just like, I would jump over it.
yep. Well, I guess that I want to fly down to the ruins of the temple, all devastated because I destroyed my patron's
We can do something about it if we want to
temple.
rewind it all.
I
How many casts of what's it called do you have?
I mean, it doesn't. It's at will, so there's no limit to.
Mend?
Technically, no limit to how many times I can cast a cantrip, but I don't think it's something to be overused either. Not to mention, it says simple tears, not the crushed to bits that I just made this place.
lovely.
Is there anything of like Zavras's that I might be able to like salvage to like take with me?
The orb that you took,
Well,
and
aside from the orb.
the two statues outside, you could probably hobble back together since they're only partially crushed.
I imagine that would be super heavy though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go check out the boulder.
All right.
If to see if there's any like handholds or anything to, be stupid and try and pull the boulder away.
I guess that I will pray in front of one of the statues and apologize to Severus.
Alright,
We're
fuck
destroying his
you.
temple. And it was not what I was expecting to happen. But I guess that we can move on.
Wait, hold on. How did Marcus get over the boulder?
He didn't.
Oh shit.
We all forgot
mean-
about Marcus.
I mean, I did, yeah. Want to give
Quack.
him plot armor and just say that Royal grabbed him?
Yes.
I mean, I was gonna just cast Featherfall on the cylinder.
Quack realizes that Marcus is not amongst you.
Is there a blood stain on the floor?
There is a blood stain on the floor.
Okay, Marcus.
Marcus
Thank-
size or the from
Hey,
the
you ever see
monster.
have you ever seen someone run over a tube of toothpaste?
Yeah.
It explodes. Splatters everywhere. It's not pretty.
I mean, I don't know how we were supposed to remember Marcus was really with us since he never really did anything.
He didn't.
But should I go tell Maddie he was flattened like a fucking pancake?
You should.
Yes.
Should I-
should.
is that a confirm?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be back. He's online. I'll be right back.
Can I find his pants pocket?
Yes.
I'm gonna reach in and search for the axe.
You're taking the axe.
Ooh.
Well, you know, it's not. It's gonna be trapped in the pocket.
He's
Oh,
not,
it's
he's
only-
not even he's your friend and you're literally taking his shit.
He forgives you, Kazi.
I mean, okay. I mean, he should have
Yeah.
tried saving himself. What can I
His
say?
exact words were, "As long as it wasn't quack." That's his exact words.
So, the axe is still intact.
Is there anything else in there?
You're
What's
literally
that?
losing your best friend.
Is there
Fuck.
anything else in there?
Like that bracelet? Is the bracelet intact?
There's a photo of him and his best friend.
Of his wife.
It's him and a Warforged that you've seen in the mirror many times.
Oh, that's sad.
I'm gonna put that in my hat, the side of the picture of my family.
Wait, are you like removing the one picture?
No, it's a side of it.
What?
I don't know when he got this picture, but okay.
It's backstory.
Yeah.
We'll say it was during our trip to Shul. But yeah, I'm gonna take the axe and try to like ask if it wants to be free or go with me or what.
I got
Because
a
you know it's
question.
sentient.
I think I thought Marcus mentioned something about it. Yeah, the Marcus mentioned something about it tells me
talks to him.
things.
The axe says, "What the fuck was that?"
I just kind of show it the blood stain.
That's your previous name.
Ah. All right. Everyone, if you remember anything that Quack did that was dishonorable, now's the time to say it. Besides looting
He-
his dead
he
friend's body.
Told us he was a pirate.
I mean, he was a pirate. He's literally stabbed and killed his best friend.
He stabbed and killed his best friend, like they said. We brought him back, and he died again, and he looted his corpse.
I am offering to free it.
Okay.
By the way, does the ring on Marcus still exist? The
Yes.
one that
Yes, it's an enchanted item. It did not die.
Well, here's the thing. You don't, when you're out on the open seas, you don't just, you know, throw away whatever the person had on them when they died, despite it being a crewmate. You have to salvage what you can. So in
That's
my
we're not
head,
on
this
the
is
open sea.
just, it's
Okay.
habit.
The axe refuses you, and it gains an immeasurable amount of weight and drops to the floor in its full size.
You good over there, buddy?
Well, I guess it doesn't. Any of you guys want to give it a shot?
I could
I think you
try.
can, I think you can stay with Marcus.
Is there anything wrong my character did? Like ever
I
at all?
mean, there's
Not
plenty
as
I've done
far
wrong,
as-
so
I mean, all Curator has done is
Without the proper knowledge.
no, I wasn't going to mention that. I was just going to say all you've done for your life is just work in a blacksmith shop. The only thing you may have done is swindled somebody.
No, I didn't deal with customers. I just forged.
anyway, is there like rubble or something that I could start burying the puddle of Maddie under?
I would like to
There's-
try and pick up the axe.
There's plenty of rubble. All right.
And are you
Okay,
taking
well,
the
I'm
ring?
gonna start burying Maddie's remains.
Are you taking the ring, Royal?
I need a sleight of hand to do that.
You just have it.
Yeah, it's just on the ground now.
Yeah.
There's no resistance unless you're trying
Yeah,
to hide
there's
it from
no-
us.
There's the guy.
Or are you trying to hide it from the party so we don't know you have it?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, roll
So
sleight
you
of
have to-
hand
I'm pretty much right there.
with disadvantage.
I'm right there too, so
Are we using passive for this, or am I rolling?
19.
All right, Quack. Roll active perception.
With proficiency?
I'm right there too, burying his body.
I'm trying to pick up the axe, so I ain't far away.
And everyone roll.
I got a non-natural 20, so
All right.
I guess
so-
that's tied.
Does proficiency do anything
Yes.
on this one?
yes, it does.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a 19. I match Royal.
Okay.
No, I do beat Royal because it's disadvantage, not advantage.
Okay, so everyone sees Royal, but everyone already said they don't care. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you
Oh,
want
I
you to
mean,
have
I
it.
was the only one actively objecting Quack.
I'll be
But
back. I gotta do
I
something real
am-
quick.
All right, I am apparently outnumbered in my opinion on this matter.
What is your
So
opinion?
It's just
that
habit.
that Marcus should be left with his.
Hold
I
on,
was
I
gonna-
gotta change what is in my hat.
But that's a fire tornado.
So
I mean, we'll find out what it does, or at least you will when you attune to it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you have a magic ring.
Yay. Can I add that?
Marcus's magic ring.
I'll just sign defeat because I'm outnumbered in my opinion on this matter.
Did you put
I
the
wanna-
ring on?
Right now, I want to just examine it.
Okay. Roll Arcana.
I have proficiency.
Go ahead.
I'm sure glad I have proficiency.
Good. This
One
ring,
second roll.
this ring is cursed.
Cursed?
Can he tell what the curse is?
Nope.
You would need something
Is
like
there writing on
identify
it?
for that.
I swore I had something called Eye of the Rune Keep, which allows me to read any written text.
Yeah. There
Is
is. It ring. I'll send you the text, or I'll put it in character. There we go.
I could deduce a little bit of what it could possibly be because of one of my at-will spells.
I mean, honestly, I
But
wouldn't.
Have
I can't.
identify.
I cannot. Oh, you have identify?
I have identify. I'm a blacksmith. Of course, I'm going to
You-
have identify.
I wouldn't.
Do
really
you
use-
have the material component for it? Because you need that 100 gold pearl in order to cast it.
I would assume I would have one on me.
Put me on and I shall
You need
take
that's
your
something you
undying
need to
breath.
make sure that you buy.
Yeah, I just asked Eeyore.
What do you ask, Eeyore?
If there's 100 GP pearls sitting in the bag.
No.
Nope. Can I ritual cast it without the components?
No.
Ah.
Ritual cast just removes the fact that it takes a spell slot.
Can undying refer to the undead in any way, shape, or form?
It wouldn't be hard to get the pearl. We can just cast it later.
I could also tell you what it says, if you want.
I wouldn't really use the axe anyway. So it's probably better that it's in someone else's hands.
So,
if it accepts me.
Royal's saying that he read the ring, and I want you to make a wisdom throw, Hunter.
Me?
Yeah, you're challenging the axe to see if you can wield it.
Oh. Okay. Fail.
What did you roll?
Natural one.
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay.
Could
It
we
just doesn't like you for some reason.
Does
I just
Laura
wanted
wanna
to
give
ask
this
it a
shot?
question.
give it a shot? But could I try with persuasion first? If the axe is sentient?
What is
How are you going to try persuading it?
Sure.
Wait. First, go ahead.
I forgot.
How would you try persuading him, though?
What did you want to say to him?
Well, I personally would like to first ask why it doesn't seem to be letting anyone wield it.
See if it answers you. It does not.
Oh, that's mean. Alright.
I mean, I just kind of start talking to the axe. He's a bit creepy, and he likes to play pranks, but he's a good guy. I don't know
I'm
why
going
you
to
don't
ask
like
the
killing.
axe, does it want to kill a god that's trying to destroy the planet? Straight up.
Oh, that sounds like a righteous quest.
That is what we're trying to do.
You
If you
may
can
take
then-
me.
Well, thank you very much. I will pick up the axe.
If
And
I
see if Royal wants it.
I'd like to wield the axe if it will let me. But first, I'm going to ask, may I wield you?
Is your
Oh.
quest the same as his?
Yes, I wish to slay an evil god that wishes to take this planet captive.
Then you shall.
I hand him the axe.
Technically, so am I, but I don't know. I don't
This
think.
is not a fib. This is true. We are literally trying to stop Tyrael from destroying everything.
Yeah, I'm just kind of, I'm kind of in shock. I'm just like, so am I technically, but I don't think
I don't think it likes you.
I don't think I'd really use you anyway. It'd be a waste in my opinion.
Max, may I ask you about a ring?
Why would you ask me about a ring?
Well, you seem to have a sentience of your own, and I figured that if you were with other brave warriors in the past, that you might know something about what they may have had alongside you yourself, and I was curious if a ring might have been one of those things.
There's been many rings.
Oh. Well, this one in particular says, "Put me on, and I shall take your undying breath." Do you know what that could mean?
Could I try ascertaining what the ring is about? The curse on it?
Well, if undying could refer to the ability to not die, so it could be referring to immortality.
Or it steals your soul when you die.
Which means Marcus wouldn't have been able to be revived the first time.
We don't know what spell they would have used.
Even the max one still needs a soul
Well,
to pull from.
well, the undying can be seen as immortal. So if they put that ring on, it could take their immortality away.
Yes, that is I was theorizing about.
Anyone
But-
want to try to slip that shit onto Tyrael's finger if that's what it makes?
Or we could just wait till we get back to a town and just get them to appraise the damn thing.
That's fair.
Well, and
Yeah,
Just throwing it out there so we don't have to try and
Oh.
gamble.
what are you throwing out there?
We could just have the ring appraised when we get back to Ironfall, and we'll go from there. We don't have to equip it right away, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess that I do want to try using detect magic and then look around the temple area and or including at the ring to see if there's like anything else magical going on.
If you are speaking toxic, Discord is bugging out again.
I am speaking now.
Yep,
There we go.
we can hear you.
Okay. So,
So I'm using detect magic and then taking a look around the where the temple was, and then also at the ring to see if there's anything else going on in the area.
okay, so you just Marcus's shoes are magical too.
Yeah. I'm not gonna mention that because I think his shit should stay with him, so I'm not even gonna let them know.
Okay.
Hey, Zelias, we should really hide that orb.
Yeah.
I'll put it in my pocket.
I feel like that might not be sufficient to stop Tyrael.
I mean, your bag's done a real good job, also.
Yeah.
Hero could also be watching us right now. Hey, Theria.
Let's not
I
try and
watch.
provoke him.
I'm just asking him a question like a polite gentleman.
What?
Uh,
And
Sorry, I didn't understand what you said.
I said I'm just politely asking him like a proper gentleman. just with a little bit more raised of a voice.
Asking who?
He wants to try and ask Tyrael a question to see if he's here.
I'm just being like, hey, are you here, basically.
Well, I'm not gonna stop you in character, but out of character, deities' attention can be drawn to people that speak to them to ask for favors. So,
I'm not technically asking
If-
a favor.
but you're speaking to him.
You are directly addressing him. That is
Yes.
basically asking him to talk to him.
If someone's like particularly good at, divining for stuff or has like this like a divine sense of if someone's speaking to them, like a god would hear the prayers of a follower.
Yes.
And I am no follower.
What?
I said, and I am no follower.
Oh, okay. I heard that. So
it was an example.
Yes.
And plus, I don't actually mean what I'm saying. I'm just trying to, I don't know, be sarcastic, I think. Kind of
Well,
just mild teasing.
How about you not mention the name specifically?
How about Butthead? Like, hey, Butthead, are you watching us?
Well, if it makes you feel better, Toxic, one of our party did die in the encounter of this place.
Yeah.
You were correct.
he did say
yeah.
one person would die.
And he wasn't wrong.
Yeah, someone did die, but it was to the trap, not the encounter.
Yeah, but it was the party's own
Overall.
negligence that killed him. That's the worst part.
Overall encounter. Did he just like not notice it, or did he not make the distance?
We probably weren't going to make the distance if we tried to run for the door. It was probably a one and done almost. Like Toxic said, he was going to have us basically fall into the dungeon's trapdoor.
His reaction was more like, huh? What? What's going on? Oh, shit.
Squish. So basically, he was the Spud.
The one, oh.
He was the Spud, is what you're telling me.
Basically,
Could one
Marcus
argue-
was not an adventurer. He was just a guy that you guys drug along with you.
He had no
He's
business
dead.
being with us.
He said he wanted to come along.
He did.
But we could have just been like, hey, it's safer in Ironfall. It probably wouldn't have taken much to convince him to stay. We chose to let him come.
Have I finished burying Marcus?
Yes,
Yep.
you finished burying Marcus.
Okay.
I pay my
On the bright
respects
side,
and
ceremony should still be in effect, so he can not turn into undead for however many more days.
I don't
At
even know
least
if you
six.
could turn this to undead.
At least 6 more days.
I'm
Well, that
gonna
also includes his spirit. Like, he can't come back as like a wraith or nothing like that.
So he can't willfully come back as a wraith? Like, what if he wants to come back to haunt us?
Why would he want to come back to haunt us?
He's not
I don't know,
able
it's-
to, by any means short of a wish.
So unless somebody wishes him as a phantom, he cannot come back for at least
Yep.
6 days.
I am paying respects in my own way and putting my bottle of our strongest ale onto the grave.
Okay. So,
I'm gonna leave him a barrel of wine.
So you do have some respect for the dead.
I'm not a cruel monster!
No, I think he's talking to me.
Yes, I'm referring to Fenwick.
Oh, because he instantly started picking up his loot instead of mourning him?
Yeah, literally looting him.
I view it as I
You
view
know
it
how the
as
real friends are, apparently.
I view it as The fact that you would take the time to go through someone's items, you, you value what they had contributed to your ship, and
I
the
like how
fact that you
you had
didn't
to
just toss them over
rephrase
the
that
edge.
mid-sentence.
Well, we have put Marcus to rest. We should get out of here before we attract any more attention to ourselves, because I don't know how loud this was, but I assume it would have been heard everywhere.
The
I mean,
fact
I'm ready
that
to go.
the fact that I'm doing that is my own form of respect,
Morning.
mourning and respect.
I do kind of regret not taking something from this place to kind of go and remake it somewhere, but
I
that's
would like to
gonna
take
have
just a chunk of obsidian. Can I do that? Like a decent enough chunk that I could carve something out of.
I
Yeah.
mean, would you be able to shove one of those statues into the
I am not putting that statue in Eeyore.
I'll give you the orb.
We did put the orb into Eeyore then, right?
Well, I feel no compassion for the dead. They're the lucky ones.
Despite
Fuck
that.
yes, Royal.
Okay.
I'll,
Never
I'll
mind.
give you the orb if you or if we can stick one of those statues in your bag.
It's not it. That is going to be so uncomfortable for him.
More uncomfortable
Not
than
even
barrels
gonna
of
ask.
wine.
I see. Okay.
I can
Well,
ask him,
we can
but
go.
I personally do not want to put a giant statue in this in Eeyore.
Well, we can go.
Okay.
I decided it'd be funny to put all my characters' flaws in the bottom one, like the one
Okay,
at the.
the bottom one makes your actions make a lot more sense now.
Yep. Well,
That's why I tell jokes to someone with a laughter that can't be heard without consequence.
how big of a chunk of obsidian would I need to carve something?
And
Depends what you want to carve and how detailed.
yeah,
Basically a symbol of Savras.
you grab like a baseball-sized chunk.
I'll grab a couple in case I
I
fuck
mean,
up.
that's glass. That's not gonna be easy. But
You need some kind of grinding instrument or be able to nap.
I can
really
straight
well.
up summon tools.
You,
you said that the sewers was the only opening left.
yeah.
I'll start heading towards the sewers.
Okay.
We've spent a lot of time here, so
I am just gonna check the boulder real quick, just for shits and giggles, to see if there's any like way to reverse what happened.
Reverse Marcus or reverse
The
what?
boulder, like have the boulder like get away from the dungeon exit.
I mean, there's entrances from the sewer
Oh.
into the dungeon. If we wanted to go into the dungeon, we can
Wait,
use one of
hold
those
on.
entrances. But
They
So,
heard it.
What? Tell me exactly what you do.
ooh,
Quack.
I'm just kind of looking around the boulder.
So you're like feeling it. You're looking. You're
I want to
licking
mention
it.
that
You're.
Well, I'm not.
I wanna-
I'm like checking for.
I
No.
want to mention I have never dropped concentration on gaseous form.
Oh, so
So
he's just.
unless it's been an hour,
He's
unless
still
it's
a
been-
gas.
yes.
And
Okay.
I've been doing all this other stuff.
Mm-hmm. I never once said I dropped concentration.
Okay. Okay.
I am. I'm just checking the boulder for and like
And
maybe there's a
items-
lever somewhere.
Items that you're carrying do turn gaseous, and you keep them too when you're
Oh.
in your gaseous form. So his
They're-
axe, the photo, all turn gaseous.
Well, the axe fell out of his hand. It forcibly removed itself from his possession.
Oh, right. He's not the one with it. My bad.
Yeah, he was
There-
forcibly removed.
There is a plate on the boulder that's and on the plate it says Mr. Jones, and it looks like you can press it.
Please, God, no.
I'm gonna back up to a safe-ish distance and shoot the pressure plate.
You're a gas.
Your gas.
You don't have access to your weapons.
Actually, hold on. Let me
You're gonna
take
double
that
check?
one. Yeah, I think he might.
Oh, okay.
It's everything. While in this 10-foot flying speed, the target can enter a. The target can't talk or manipulate objects, and any objects that it was carrying or holding can't be dropped, used, or otherwise interacted with. The
Okay.
target can't attack or cast spells.
Okay, so I guess I will just say, like, can I forcibly not be gaseous anymore?
I don't see a saving throw against it.
So yeah, I could just have.
I mean, you could ask.
Yeah.
So I guess yeah, I just after we landed, I
Well,
just
it does.
became
It does
ungaseous.
say you transform a willing creature.
So as soon as you're not
So-
willing anymore. So you just not wanting to be wood.
Okay, yeah. So then that happened after I landed and I started doing the other stuff.
Okay.
That'll be a lot easier than retconning everything I did.
Yeah, alright.
I will, back up and shoot the pressure plate.
Are you gonna notify us before you do this, or are you just doing this?
I mean, I think you're
Because I
kind of
am walking
watching
towards
me.
the sewer, so if it's a trap, it might get me caught in the crossfire.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you telling everyone or no?
I would like to think I said that I'm going to check out the boulder before I just walk over there.
But you
Okay.
didn't.
Well, he's saying something now. So, Quack.
Just
If any of you chose to say something or react to that, that is when now you will say it before I shoot this thing.
Yeah, I would literally just say, don't do anything stupid.
So you shoot it, Quack?
That seems like a very bad idea because of what just happened.
Can I find
with
cover
the boulder.
first?
Yeah.
Or let's get outside the temple.
Yeah, there's.
I
You can
thought
shoot it from a
was-
distance outside the temple.
I thought the dungeon entrance was out of the temple already.
It is.
No, it's yeah.
It is a distant, like the
It's
boulder rolled out of the temple and towards the dungeon entrance.
Yeah. It's like 100 feet away from the entrance to the temple.
I don't like the constant dice rolling.
It's
Hey, hey.
all the more reason why we probably shouldn't shoot the damn pressure plate on the boulder. That might magically reverse all of this and crush us.
Is there anything in the sewer that I can see?
There's
gonna
nothing
find-
in the sewer aside from sewer water.
I'm gonna
Okay.
find cover first.
Okay, there's cover at the temple, there's cover and you could hide behind the door of the sewers. Take your pick.
I guess behind the door of the sewers, since that's where we're going anyway.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Can I get advantage for careful aim?
Sure.
Yeah,
Oh shit. 14.
You miss.
Woo! I'm gonna take one more shot.
How about we just go back and actually get a rest?
There's other entrances to the dungeon in the sewer. We ran past like 3 of them.
You gotta let me save my curiosity at this point.
no.
At this point, just walk up and push it.
I'm gonna try and actually nudge him and actually like inhibit him from trying to hit this thing.
All right. Roll with disadvantage.
I'm
Even
about to
with
look up how my
careful aim?
infusions work.
I want to be kind of discreet about it, like make it look like an accident.
Oopsie daisies, my
Roll
bad.
stealth.
Alright. I'm proficient.
Go ahead.
Even am I rolling with disadvantage even with careful aim?
Just roll normal.
17.
That would be a 12. I miss again.
You sure do miss again. And with your passive perception, you don't notice that Kazi did it on purpose.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm really tired.
Listen, I don't
That's
think we
laugh
should
is getting
provoke.
to me.
Let's just get out of here, guys.
Next time my character quote unquote wakes up, it'll be on what people would say on the wrong side of the bed.
Probably.
Okay, I'm gonna
It's
start
official.
be like, okay, and kind of make like I'm starting to walk with you guys. Then
I'm
quick
going
turn
to
around-
put Quack in front of me and push him along.
then I quick turn around and whip the cutlass.
Nope,
at the-
I am gonna straight up stop you. I will defuse the pistol permanently if you keep this up.
The cleaver.
So you're trying to bolt past Hunter, Quack?
Not both. I'm trying to just quick turn, whip the cleaver at the pressure plate.
I'm aiming to grab the weapon out of his hand.
You both
And-
roll dexterity.
Can I cast something?
I
Yeah.
don't see why not.
I'm gonna say it traumaturgy. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Thaumaturgy.
Traumaturgy.
We know what you're trying to say.
Mhm.
You can cause harmless tremors in the ground for 1 minute.
You want to do tremors to knock him off balance kind of thing?
Yes. They're harmless.
I
I
don't
got
know
a
if they'd be
19 on my
enough.
dex.
You're right, unfortunately, one of our party members is a little on the heavier side, so that would make sense.
Yeah.
What did you roll for your dex throw?
11.
Okay. Quack, you succeed.
Does my inhibition attempt knock him off of angle?
Roll do an attack roll, Quack.
Just an
Could I
attack.
try
roll.
stealing his cutlass that he whips out?
An
No,
axe.
it's the cleaver.
Cleaver
Okay,
thing.
cleaver.
Um,
Like with the
it's
sleight of
rolling
hand.
to attack with the butcher's, like to attack or to hit.
To hit. I'm saying that this is happening quick enough that if you were going to react, you would have needed to already.
Okay.
Yeah,
17.
you hit.
Ah,
Nothing happens.
Can I tell if
I'm
the
gonna punch
pressure
him in the
plate got
face.
pushed?
What?
I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Can I tell if the pressure plate got pushed in?
It did get pushed in. Go ahead and punch him in the face, Kazi. Roll
I
the
still
hit.
want to. Never mind.
I'm gonna attempt to slap it
Is
away.
there like any bonuses I applied to this, or because I
Uh,
rolled a 15 custom roll?
dexterity
plus
or
strength?
strength? You could.
All right, 18 plus with dexterity.
All right. Does 18
Here.
hit Quack?
It does. But would my danger sense tell me that this is about to happen?
I mean, you're recoiling from an attack.
Oh, I'm not attacking you. I'd just be like
No,
grabbing
we're
your hand.
attacking
Oh.
the plate. I'm talking
It
about the
happened
plate.
at the exact same time as you threw the axe, pretty much.
And your danger sense would have gone off, but does it help you with getting hit?
I don't know, does it?
You'd have to
think
read it and
this
tell
helps.
us.
I think it just
It
gives you
says I have
advantage on
advantage
finding
on-
traps.
I have an advantage on dex saving throws against effects that you can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Well, you did
That'd
not
be
have a
true.
dexterity saving throw for the attack roll.
Okay.
Do you want some ham? Okay.
You keep getting real quiet.
I was talking to my daughter. Sorry.
Oh, okay. But 18, yes, does hit.
All right. Roll 1d6 or 1d4, Kazi, for damage. 3
3.
bludgeoning damage to the Finrod.
You couldn't fucking just leave it alone and leave this fucking place.
Does he hurt his hand at all by punching something as hard as a Warforged face?
He's D&D mechanics say no.
DM mechanics say,
DM
it's your world. It's your world, sir. Your call.
Take a third of the damage, Kazi.
Alright. In that case, I'm throwing another punch, because that
Oh,
fucking hurt.
No,
I'm going to
Someone
diffuse the
knocking himself out.
situation by putting myself between my party members.
I don't
this
like
time
how
would
I
cap it.
edited
I
one
would
of my
attempt to
flaws.
cap
I'm
it.
gonna have it back to normal.
Now,
There we go.
while
now-
Hunter, while all this is going down, you notice with your passive perception that there's a lot of rocks and stuff like falling from the ceiling.
Of the temple.
Get
or-
out of the temple now. I'm going to start pushing the party.
We're in the
Oh,
sewer door entrance.
It's primarily happening in the temple area, but it's starting to happen in the sewers too.
Move, move, move. That
Alright.
cylinder might have been more important than we realized. Let's get out of here.
Alright. I guess
I
I'll
notice
start
what's happening, and
sprinting.
I pick up Zelias and just hold on.
I'm gonna resist that. I am still pissed.
Can I pick you up when we get this moving so we don't all die?
I already said I was sprinting. What the fuck more do you want?
Oh, fair enough. Let's go.
I have faster movement speed than everybody.
Yes, but let's just get the hell out of here. If he's going to resist you, it's probably not the best idea.
As you guys make your way down the sewers, the ceiling starts to collapse behind you.
All right. Does it look like we're like keeping ahead of the ceiling?
Who has the slowest movement speed?
Everyone's 30 but Quack, I believe.
Okay. You guys are able to keep ahead of the collapsing ceiling.
Ahead or gain distance?
You're staying ahead.
Am
So
I
we're
faster
not-
if I fly?
We're not gaining or losing distance then.
Not right now.
We just can't stop.
Well, since we're sprinting, we should have
60 feet.
60. Yep. So, yeah, I'd say
Stop
just
it.
keep running
If you don't stop, I'm not going to.
because there's no telling if it's also happening in the dungeon or not. So
We
Our
need
best
to just
chances-
move.
Our best chance is to get out of this, get back to the city.
After you guys get about 300 feet down, you notice that the ceiling stops caving in.
Huh. Oh, God. I'd like to put my hand on the wall to feel if there's any further vibrations, like maybe it's just stalled.
There is, but it's dying down.
Okay.
I just kind of like do my Warford version of a pant for a moment and just kind of like
I swear to
Oh,
God, if this is
you-
because you hit that pressure plate, I am going to stab you in your sleep.
you both know I don't sleep.
We have a rest cycle. I will wait patiently.
Yeah, and I
We
can
have
see
a
what
long
happens.
life together.
The best part is I know whether it would have happened regardless or not.
Well,
It
considering there
really
was
doesn't
dice
look good
rolls,
for Quack though. So
considering there was dice rolls happening,
That was probably the timer and how much feet of tunnel we're losing.
that's literally metagaming Quack.
I know.
Regardless,
I'm not saying that's why I still did it. I'm just saying out
if
of character. I don't
anyone asks if
care.
we know what happened, what are we saying?
It collapsed after the
And idiot
boulder
decided to
hit.
press a plate. I'm gonna just storm off ahead of him.
Okay.
So
After
we're not
finishing
giving
my
his name out.
You guys are heading back to town then?
Yeah, at
Okay.
least that's where I intend to head, and I'm kind of the guide, so
All right. So
I'm not been waiting up for them.
I'm gonna
Are you
end the-
genuinely trying to intimidate me, Royal? I need you to answer this question now, because if you are genuinely trying to, we have to roll for it.
I don't see anything.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna end this here. So you guys successfully thwarted some of my plans.
Some?
Yes. And you guys are blaming Quack for the collapse.
Yep.
And yeah. It was a good session. I had fun. I hope you guys did.
It was a great blast. I genuinely feel bad for Marcus, though.
Poor
I feel bad
Marcus.
for Toxic. Like,
Mark,
I
I
kind
mean-
of
Yeah, the work he put in definitely just got thrashed this session.
I will say that that actually cheered my character up. The cave-in. Because no one got hurt. It just was like a to him it was a neat adrenaline rush challenge. Something he hasn't experienced.
my
Very
character might just
often.
kill you. Again,
Before this becomes a problem, we'll have a sit-down session next time we're not under threat of death.
like my character on multiple occasions has like quieted down his opinion because of the whole group thing, and then just the complete disregard of what everybody else wanted.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm glad everyone seemed to have fun for the most part.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, I personally don't really mind it too much, but
It just in character, you're trying to play it off as how it would go down for your actual character.
like if I was in his position, I would be absolutely livid. I was actually thinking I wanted to start casting spells, but I was like, you know what? No, they're supposed to be companions. I'll throw a fist.
that's fair. Regardless, thank you all so much for joining me this session. I know things didn't go the way I planned for them to go, but that is fine.
Me either.
That's D&D.
That's D&D.
Mhm.
Regardless, thank you all again, and I'll see you next time.